Tes 2, 3 tes. Oke, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good night, everyone. My name is Latisa Koha Saharani, and today I will present a study titled Thermal Insulation Properties of Hybrid Textile Reinforcement based on research conducted by Hassanain, Kandan, Demirkir, and Hamouda in 2016. This presentation will discuss how waste materials such as Tetra Pak and wool fibers can be recycled into eco-friendly composite panels with excellent thermal insulation properties. Okay, this is the main problem addressed in this study is the environmental issue of Tetra Pak wood packaging waste. Tetra Pak is a composite of paperboard, plastic, and aluminum, which makes it very difficult to recycle and causes large accumulation in landfills. At the same time, there is a growing need for sustainable insulation materials to replace petroleum-based synthetics commonly used in the construction industry. Therefore, this research aims to find an eco-friendly solution that reduces the environmental impact of non-biodegradable packaging waste, supports energy efficient and sustainable construction materials, and promotes the circular economy by recycling both food packaging and textile waste. Okay, this topic is important because it contributes to both environmental sustainability and material innovations. By turning waste materials into valuable composites, we not only minimize landfill waste but also create products that can save energy in buildings. Furthermore, such hybrid composites align with green building initiative and zero waste manufacturing trends, making them highly relevant in modern industry. Okay, we move to the next slide. This is the previous research. The previous research has shown that natural fibers such as jute, hemp, bamboo, and cotton possess good thermal insulation capacity. These fibers are commonly used in the automotive and construction sectors as eco-friendly materials. However, the use of Tetra Pak waste as a core material combined with textile fibers as surface layers is still rarely explored. Thus, this study introduced a new approach by hybridizing Tetra Pak with wool waste and reinforcing it with woven fabrics to enhance its insulation performance. The objective of this study are to develop hybrid biocomposites made from Tetra Pak waste and wool waste with improved thermal insulation by first varying the wool fiber ratio and second reinforcing the composite with either jute or glass woven fabrics as outer skin layers. The ultimate goal is to identify the best material combinations that achieves low thermal conductivity and high resistance, suitable for insulation applications. So this is the research flows. This research follow four main steps. First is material preparations. Tetra Pak and wool waste were collected and shredded. The shredded Tetra Pak exposes cellulose, polyethylene, and aluminum layers, while wool fibers were cleaned and cut for blending. And second, fabrication of composite panels. The mixtures with various wall ratios, it's around 0 until 20%, were layered with jute or glass fabric as outer skins, using a hot press at 190 degrees until 200 degrees Celsius and 2 until 10 bars. The LDPE inside Tetra Pak melted and acted as a natural binder, forming solid hybrid panels. And the third, thermal testing. The samples were conditioned at 20 degrees Celsius and 65% of relative humidity, then tested using a FOX314 heat flow meter to measure thermal conductivity and resistance. And the last data comparisons, the obtained results were compared with commercial insulation materials to evaluate performance. In short, the process converts packaging and textile waste into eco-friendly insulation composite through a simple and efficient workflow. This is the material they are using. The materials used include Tetra Pak waste that containing approximately 75% of cellulose, 30% of low-density polyethylene or LDPE, and 5% of aluminum. And the second is wool waste fibers. It's collected from Yunsa Textile Factory in Turkey. And the third was glass woven fabric and jute woven fabric used as the outer skin layers. And the last is polypropylene, non-woven, used as an additional bonding layer between the core and the skins. Each component was chosen for its recyclability, thermal behavior, and compatibility in composite manufacturing. The main equipment and methods that they are using is hot press molding machines that operated at 119 until 200 degrees Celsius and 2 until 10 bar pressure to fabricate the composite sheets. And they are using the FOX314 heat flow meter used to measure thermal conductivity, resistance, and related properties. Before testing, all samples were conditioned at 20 degrees Celsius and 65% relative humidity to ensure uniform moisture content and accurate results. This is the experimental parameters. The experimental parameters are summarized as follows. First is wool fibers ratios. They are using 0%, 5%, 10%, 15%, and 20%. And the second is skin types. They are jute, glass, polypropylene, jute plus polypropylene, and glass plus polypropylene. And for the measured parameters, they are measuring 4 parameters like thermal conductivity, thermal resistance, thermal resistivity, and thermal conductance. This measurement allow the evaluation of how fiber content and surface reinforcement affect the heat transfer. Okay, we move to the next slide. Is the result. The figure 1. The thermal conductivity of Tetra Pak wool composites. The thermal conductivity decreases as wool content increase, reaching the lowest value at 15% wool, around 3% lower than 0%. The improvement occurs because wool fibers create air voids that trap heat. A slight increase at 20% may result from fiber agglomerations. And in the figure 2, there's a thermal conductivity of sandwich composites, or we can say it effect of skins. First, the glass fabric skins give the best insulations, around 8.5% lower K, followed by jute skin is 6.7% lower. And the second is polypropylene layers, mainly improve bonding, not insulations. And the last, glass fabric reduces heat flow due to its dense structure, while jute offers a natural porosity. And in the last figure, it is thermal resistance and conductance. Higher resistance, or we can say it R, corresponds to lower conductivity, or we can say it K. The glass skin The glass skin plus 15% of wool composite shows highest resistance and lowest conductance, proving it is the best insulators. Overall, increasing natural fiber ratio and adding proper reinforcement layers clearly enhance insulation efficiency. Okay, so this is the key interpretation and relation to literature. The results align well with heat conduction theory in porous materials where air voids reduce heat transfer. Wool's cream structure helps to trap air, while glass and jute fabrics act as barriers that limit heat flow across surfaces. These findings are consistent with Vigneswaran in 2009 and Kawasaki and Kawai in 2006, who also found that fiber-based composites lower thermal conductivity through increased porosity and interfacial resistance. In conclusions, the study successfully confirms that combining Tetra Pak waste with wool and textile fabrics can produce sustainable composites with excellent thermal insulation performance. Okay. Okay, this is the conclusions. This study successfully demonstrates that hybrid biocomposites made from Tetra Pak waste and wool fibers have strong potential as sustainable thermal insulation materials. Reinforcement with jute or glass woven fabric significantly enhances their mechanical and thermal performance. The proposed approach supports the waste to resource concept, contributes to green building technologies, and aligns with global efforts for environmental sustainability. Okay. Okay, maybe that's all from my presentations. Thank you for your attention. That's the end of my presentation of thermal insulation properties of hybrid textile reinforcement. Thank you very much.